Hi everyone, it is 5-minute Friday. I am adapting as I need to because I still have some pain going on from my carpal tunnel and then the 2 trigger fingers. So I cannot do everything, but I figured because we are transitioning seasons, fall is upon us, summer is behind us, that this would be a perfect time to come through and flip our hangers. So in the spring, I flipped all my hangers for my spring clothes, and I did for my winter and fall as well. But now is the time to come and check. Did I wear everything in the spring? Is there anything that I need to declutter from there? As well as I'm going to flip the hangers for my winter dresses. If I have time and my husband's help, I may go ahead and flip his hangers around that are for his shirts, and we'll do the same thing. So the purpose of flipping the hangers around the opposite way is that at the end of the season, if you haven't worn any of those items, then those are the items that we can probably safely donate. Now, I do have an exception to this rule because I live in Texas and sometimes we have really mild winters. I make an exception that if it's a coat or winter clothing that is very heavy, if I never had the opportunity to wear them because it was a mild winter, then I might let those clothes go another season. But really, that's the only exception that I make. So let me get our timer. I'm going to show you what I already have flipped around. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to flip around. And then we'll start our timer. So let me go get that timer and we'll go. Okay, this side of the closet are my winter hanging clothes, and you can see how I have these hangers flipped around opposite way. The ones that are already flipped means I did wear them in the spring, so I know those are some go-to ones. But at the end of this fall and winter season, if I haven't worn some of these, then I'm going to donate them. I'm going to go ahead and flip all my pants around. I never did that. I don't have a ton, but I am going to do that. I think the exercise is worthwhile. And then over here for all my spring tops, we have, oh, I can't move it with my hand. Hang on just a second. Oh, goodness. We have only 2 that have not been flipped around, which I'm questioning if that's true, because this one I have worn, so maybe I didn't. What I will do is I will make it a point of wearing that top this coming weekend. And then this one, which is, I love this top. It's got, sorry, I can't turn too easily. It's got a tie on the back, and I wear it with a camisole, and it's so romantic. Okay, if I don't wear this and the other one in the next 3 weeks for travel and events that I have coming up, then I will let those go. But every other item in here I have worn. So that's pretty amazing. I thought I wore this one, but the hanger is telling me differently. Okay, so what I'm going to turn around are, when I start the timer, is going to be the pants, and it's going to be my winter dresses here. And then if I make it over to my husband's, you can see none of his are turned around. So that will be the plan. It's so cute. I am going to wear this. I am going to pack it and I am going to wear this. So I'm going to pull that aside, and I'm going to pull this one aside just to make sure that I pack those for our little weekend getaway. Okay, guys, I have my timer. If you are joining me, then we will start this timer together and get going. If this is something you have already done, then you can pick another area, pick a drawer or something else to do for 5 minutes, and let's have a productive 5-minute Friday. So let it start. Okay. I need to turn all of these around. I use Joy Mangano hangers. I have for years, and I really like them because They're thin. And while I'm doing this, let's talk about being a little bit handicapped, although my handicap is temporary. It is very frustrating to not be able to do as much or as fast as you normally do. So it has tested my patience, and for the most part, I've done pretty well. But we all go through these stages of life when we have to adapt and also ask for help. And asking for help can be difficult. And why is that? Because I know you and I probably freely give help, but yet we don't want to ask for it. Or we feel like we're being a burden or inconvenient. Okay, that was already turned around. Okay. All right, let me bring you in. And because the timer is on, I'm not going to adjust anything. Okay, so those are summer. This is long sleeve. I know I'm going to wear it on a weekend trip. Okay, so I was saying, oh my gosh, that's like being hard on my arm. I missed my yoga classes too. I haven't been able to go to yoga, and I can feel it. Okay, I got to get the blood back in my arm. Okay, so what I was saying is we give help freely, but it's hard for us to ask for it. So I have had to realize that you have to ask, and it's okay. I can move fingers, and I'm trying to make a fist, and I'm exercising. That hurts. But I can't put any weight or lift things yet. And I'm going to be going to physical therapy. So until then, I'm just going to adapt. So no matter if you are dealing with some kind of physical limitation, you can do 5 minutes. And if there's something that you need to get rid of and you need help with somebody taking it out or away, have a donation basket that you can put things in. And then when you do have help, ask them to take it out. So we just have to adapt our technique and our style, right? Okay, that is done. How much time? We have a minute and 40 seconds left. So I'm going to come over now to my husband's section. Ooh, I am so sorry, guys. I am not coordinated at the moment. And let's start with his nicer shirts. And I'm going to let him deal with some of these others. And this is really tall. I may not be able to do too much. And if this is all you can do in 5 minutes, then that's fine. If you want to extend and do another 5 minutes, then great. But 5 minutes progress is 5 minutes that you didn't have progress before. And it all adds up. It really does. It's hot in this closet and I am breaking a sweat. And my arm I keep losing the blood in my arm. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So once that timer goes off, I'm going to enlist hubby's help. But until then, I'm trying to keep these color coordinated. Excuse me. Glistening. Let's see how much time. We're out of time. If you have stayed, I'm going to go ahead and do a bonus 5 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the rest of those shirts around as much as I can in the sweltering heat. I'm really debating, do I want to do this or not? I want to do it because I know this is not my husband's forte, so I'm going to do it. Let's go ahead and do 5 minutes. And instead of talking, I'm going to play some music for us because my back's going to be turned. Let's do it. A minute and 30. I'm gonna come back and do these. All right, that extra bonus, I was able to get all his shirts done. So just remember, even if you were a little bit handicapped or slower, that we can still do things that serve us, that serve our home, that make it easier for us. All right, guys, we accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. This was a different 5-Minute Friday, not decluttering, but it is prepping us for decluttering at the next change of season. I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if you were able to do this or something else and how successful you are. As usual, I appreciate you. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and week ahead. I'm going to close like my dad always closed his voicemail messages. Bye for now.